Hello everybody, and welcome to my new cooking thing I'm going to start doing. This is mostly for younger kids who don't know how to cook, and today I'll be cooking two things, technically, but they'll be mixed into one thing. I'll be cooking this, which is it's one of them weird pasta side things by, I don't know how to say that. Okay, so what you do is you're gonna need you're gonna need 2.5 cups of water and a half cup of milk. Put that in, you put the stuff into it, and what you want to do is you want to mix it. Sorry for the very bad camera. Here, let's have some light. There, shed some light on the subject. So, you want to mix it. Now be aware that this stuff is the fake cheese. Oh, and another thing I forgot to say. If you want to, you can add a tablespoon of butter / margarine. I do this personally. I just find that I like it like that, but you can do whatever you want. No judge. Heck, if you just want to do it, just milk. I wouldn't technically judge it. It'd be wrong, but I don't judge. So anyway, what you want to do is you want to get it stirred in well. As you can see, there's the butter. Wish it'd melt faster, but oh well. So you don't want to stir it constantly, but you do want to stir it enough to where it's not gonna, because a big issue with this stuff is because it's the powdered stuff. If you don't stir it up at least semi-constantly, it'll clump up at the bottom, and I'll have to drag my thing down there. However, right now it seems to be good. So I'm gonna let that come to a boil, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, the milk has started to boil, and this little guy down there has started to melt a lot more. So now we go ahead and let it mix it up a bit. Do the normal. Make sure it's not gonna get stuck. I may have to clean up that spoon so that I can use it because it'll just make it easier to get the clumps out of the bottom if that happens, which I'm hoping it doesn't, but with Murphy's Law, it's probably going to. Anyway, I'll come back in a bit whenever the water part of this starts boiling, and it goes from just, steam, as you can see, to, from just steam to steam and bubbling. And see you in a bit. Okay, just coming back a bit to show it is bubbling a bit. I learned that if you put the top on it, because of how it works, because there's a smaller place for it to get out, it'll actually boil faster. So I'm letting that do it so I'm letting it do its thing for a bit, and I'll be right back whenever it's fixed and all done. Well, not all done, obviously, but whenever it's getting to where it's boiling more bubbles and such. Well, look what we have here. It started boiling again. Let me find my spoon. There it is. So you want to be careful whenever it boils, because as milk, if it heats up too fast and such, it will actually... Okay, it's good. It will actually, start curdling. And that's a bit annoying. So you want to stir it enough to where it doesn't do that. And putting the lid on it may not have been the absolute best idea, but it worked for me, so I'm not complaining. So I'm going to let this boil for... how long is it again? 7 minutes, or until pasta is tender. I'm going to do it for 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So let me just have Alexa set up that timer. Alexa, Set a timer for 6 minutes and 30 seconds and text me when it's done.
6 minutes and 30 seconds, starting now.
Okay, so now that's going on because of how Alexa has been working for me. I've got to figure out how to... Never mind. Okay, so because of how that thing's been working for me, I've got to every now and then check on it and ask for when the timer is up, because it's not telling me when it's up. Anyway, I'll be right back whenever it does that. Oh, and also, because it's boiling so fast, I don't want it to boil away, so I'm going to turn it down to 8, and I may end up turning it down to 7. Yeah, I'm going to do 7, maybe. Screw it, it's going down to 6. If I change it again, I'll let you know. Okay, I'm back for a second to give a bit of a science lesson type thing. I'm going to turn it to 7 real quick so that I can do this. As you can see, it's bubbling. However, because I'm not even completely sure how this works, but watch what happens whenever I start mixing. I don't know if that's just because I'm popping all the bubbles while stirring it, or if it's keeping it cooled or not. But I just thought that was interesting. Timer check time. Alexa, how much longer on my timer?
You have 4 minutes and 10 seconds left on your 6 minute and 30 second timer.
Okay, so that's still going down. And I'll come back whenever I do it. I am actually going to stop doing this for a second or two. And I'm going to put the top on it again so it goes faster. And I'll come back whenever I start doing it up, whenever the next update happens. Timer check, timer check. Let's do the timer check. Alexa, what's the status on my timer?
You have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on your 6 minute and 30 second timer.
Not much longer. Let's take a look at this stuff real quick. I have twice, but I just thought that you guys may want to see it too. Woo! Time to stir. Grab this. Gee, such a professional cooking setup. I've got those over there, and I've got this thing that I've got to plug back in again. So I had to clean it up yesterday. So professional. Anyway, I'm going to stir that real quick. Do one more timer check. Top. I love that top. Okay, now let's do one last timer check before I sign off a little bit. Alexa, how much longer on my timer? For 6 minutes and 30 seconds?
Second timer, 6 minutes and 30 seconds, starting now.
Alexa, cancel second timer.
You have 2 active 6 minute and 30 second timers. To cancel one, visit the Alexa app.
Dang it. Okay, Alexa, what's the status on my timer?
You have 2 timers. A 6 minute and 30 second timer with about 30 seconds left, and a 6 minute and 30 second timer with about 6 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Okay. Okay, so what I'll do... Okay, this part is crucial. Oh, just a bit of a side note, you may notice that I keep moving it. Like, moving it to the side. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. You will get a film on it. Be aware that that's nothing that's bad. That happens a lot. And as you can see, it also happens on the side of it. This stuff may look ugly right now, but after we do everything, it won't be. Okay, so this part is crucial because you want to keep it stirring basically as much as you can. It'd probably be smarter to have an audible timer that I could use, but oh well. Alexa, dismiss timer. Alexa, delete all timers.
Canceling all your timers.
Okay, so now it's done. As you can see, turning it off. Moving this muffle. And then we'll move this right there. Let me reattach this real quick. Okay, there, now that thing's attached. I may do a how-to on how to attach those later. So, now that we're done with that, perfect. I'm using that thing to keep this thing from spinning around and hurting people, especially me right now. So what you want to do is you want to stir it a bunch. It doesn't say that on the, like, you know, how to make this, the instructions, but I find that it makes it to where you only have one more chance to mix it before it cools down too much. So I try to mix it as much as I can now, and hopefully not spill it everywhere. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is the final part before you can serve. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
2 minutes and 30 seconds, starting now.
Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just kinda gonna do it what I normally do, away off the camera, until Alexa starts lighting up again. Never mind. And so, here. Little trick that I learned. So now, Alexa. Wake word won't work now. So, yeah. Let me just wait until the 2 minutes is up, and whenever it is, I'll get back to you all. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, everyone, so the timer is now done.
Food.
Yeah, she's excited.
Good. I'm hungry.
And so now, this is how it looks. It does have a bit of a film on it, but that's normal. Oh, I'm not even looking at it. It will have a film on it, but that's normal. And yeah, I'll pause this real quick. We'll serve it up, and then we'll do a taste test. And you'll get to see my video for the first time in this whole video. I mean, you'll get to see my face in the whole time in this whole video. I speak English. None of this is scripted, by the way. You might not have noticed. Well, you probably did notice. Alexa, dismiss timer. Okay, so we're gonna serve it up and get it ready. And then we'll come back. Talk to you in a sec. Okay, so I made a bit of a mistake. And it's not like, you know, the whole food is ruined. It's nothing like that. It's just... What the heck is that? Oh, never mind. It's nothing like that. It's just I said that I was going to be making two things that were going to go into each other. And I forgot about one of them. The other...
That is the broccoli.
Yes. And so, Sarah, how does it taste right now?
Good.
Good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make frickin' easy boiled broccoli. Not hard, you know. Easy as 1, 2, shove it into a frickin' thing and boil. But yeah. Okay, so with this, it's just, you know, Walmart broccoli. I ended up messing this up. It's a steaming bag. One sec. Yeah. Okay, but that doesn't mean too much because that just means that I can put it in the microwave. Don't judge my sink. I haven't gotten in one of the dishes today. Back here. Let's point it that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to real quick move some shit. And then I'm going to real quick rinse out my measuring cup, and I'm going to put exactly 1 cup of water into that. You can put more, but as I've said before, this is for the people who are new. No, sorry, you can't get seconds yet. This is for the people who are new at it and still don't feel comfortable with, doing anything not exactly measured. And, not following the instructions almost exactly. Okay, so what I'm going to do, it says, medium and all that. Nah, I'm not going to do all that. Where is the... There it is. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to find the top of that thing. I'm going to cap it, and then I'm going to weight it. Because unlike this stuff, which just as a little bit of advice, what you want to do with it while you're waiting is put it on maybe 3, keep it warm. So as you can see, it's starting to clump up and such. So now as you can see, it's starting to clump up and such. I keep forgetting that you see out of this thing and not my eyes. So now I'm just gonna this thing cook. A bit of advice for really new people, you may have heard this. But one thing that you can do, let's not look at everything, is you can actually get some salt. We got our weird salts at Bilo or somewhere. But as you can see, it is still sea salt. It's just Himalayan sea salt. And so it's pink, but it still works the same. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to salt it up a bit. I may have just put too much in that, but oh well. And don't worry about crushing it. Being scared. Oh my god, it's going to be too small. Be aware that we're putting it into that. There's basically no such thing as too small on something like that. Okay, so do that, and the reason why I put the salt in it is not for flavor, though it will kind of mess around with that a bit too. It's actually so that it will heat up faster. Okay, so the combination of both of those will make it heat up faster. Dang, I knew it was going to do that. As you saw, these things are not exactly clean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap it over to this one. And I'm going to remove the paper towels because #fire hazard. Oh, just a quick disclaimer thing. Any of this that you actually do, be aware that I refuse to be held responsible for it. Because you're the ones who did it, you're the ones who decided to follow my video. Such as being stupid and pulling that thing out. Oh, again, to cool it off. See, as you can see, it's got stuff all over it. I've got to get my mom to clean it. Luckily, it should be okay. So now, this one's gonna heat that up. This little guy's gonna cool down. And I'm gonna wait for a few minutes. How much longer am I supposed to wait for this? Okay, 6 to 7 minutes stirring occasionally. I'm not gonna do the occasional stirring much. Alexa, set an alarm for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
What I'll do is I'll have it go for 3 minutes, then I'll stir. Then I'll go for another 3 minutes, then I'll stir. And then, finally, at the end of it, at that final minute, I'll have her set an alarm for a minute, then I'll stir basically non-stop. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pause and let that cook. Oh, be aware that that's just a thing that I'm gonna do personally. You should probably do the constant stirring thing. The semi-constant stirring. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done all 7 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut you off. Frickin' keep having to accommodate for everything. It's annoying. So I'll move you off. Now what you're gonna want to do, yeah, they got a few of them may be a bit messed up, but you know, my fault. You shouldn't do what I did and keep it on for the whole time. Oh, turn you off as well. So now what I'm going to do is, God, where is it? There it is. I know. It's all closed up and everything. I don't care. Okay, so now, let me think. What can I use to leave you guys on? Okay, and that. So we put this on top of that, and in theory, maybe one more. Okay. Oh, hot water. Okay, so now I'm going to take these and I'm going to do that, to get the water out of them. Then I'm going to put them back into the pot, because that's the easier place to do this next step. And gotta find. I don't have a crusher, so I've got to get a makeshift one and make it work. Something sturdy enough to use it. That'll work. That's basically what you want to do. And yes, this is very loud. Is you're going to want to mash it up a bit. Make it easier to use. I would if I knew where it frickin' was. In fact, let me check real quick. So now not there. Okay. If it's not there, I don't know what I'm looking for is, but that's fine. What I would do, and what you should probably do, is get yourself a blender and just blend all this after you cook it. But if you don't have a blender, I'm using this spoon to do it, but it's probably best to use a masher. Or anything better. Ah, that's what I need. A piece of wood. Wood will always be stronger than flimsy fake wood plastic such. Plastic crap. As you can see, this doesn't look very appetizing right now. Heck, to be honest, that didn't look very appetizing either. And I'm not going to try to make it look very appetizing, because I'm not here to do that. I'm here to teach you how to cook. If you're looking for something that looks appetizing, go to McDonald's. If you're looking for something appetizing, go watch cooking shows that, you know, automatically assume that you have everything that you need. You know, the newest deluxe masher that takes 30 seconds and does everything automatically. Their cans are automatically opened, and they've got these stupid things. Like, yeah, because everyone, you know, totally not just people whose moms like cooking, you know, everyone has one of these. Who doesn't? Except for, I know, that's bullshit. And also these stupid tiny bowls. They always have them pre-set up as if, you know, who doesn't set up their salts to where they have it like that? That's fine. That's fine with me. Screw you all. No more cooking shows. My salts are, I have more salt than you do. Anyway, back to what I'm doing. You want every now and then just move it around, get bits that you couldn't get before. Oh, another thing is that if you're going to use something to mash it instead of a masher, I recommend using something wood or metal, because as you can see, things like this, they bend too easily. Meanwhile, this doesn't, and this is real wood. And a spatula is fairly good to use. But only wooden ones. The plastic and the rubber ones all break. Okay, so that looks about right. So next, what I'm gonna do, this, I'm going to put it there. Okay, so that's done. Where's my bowl? As you can see, I forgot that I needed to do all that. Okay, she's gone. Next, what you're gonna do, and I've gotta really messing around to get it like this, is you're gonna want to take it and just, stir some up. If you can, without dropping the freaking pot. Saved it. That's fairly safe footage, as long as it didn't break. Yep, and the recording is still going. So, as you can see, pretty good amount. I'm gonna pause now. Let me sit down. Plug this sucker in so it doesn't die on me. I'm hoping that I'm not doing a lot of this stuff upside down. So yeah, there's your broccoli Alfredo. If you like this, please like. If you didn't like it, please give me some comments on how to make it better. Oh, okay, cool. It tastes pretty good. So anyway, if you liked it, like the button. If you didn't, please tell me how to do it better. Thank you. Bye.